Shalom, this is the brother Yuam, back with another edifying video. Call Halayim La, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shah Ba'ashim, Kakadash. Alright, today I'm out of Ecclesiasticus chapter 27. Alright, so, and it reads, and it reads, many have sinned for a small matter, and he that seeketh for abundance will turn his eyes away. Alright, so, the first part says, many have sinned for a small matter. So, this matter is talking about profit. People have sinned trying to gain small profits. Then it says, and he that seeketh for an abundance. So you're trying to find an abundance of profits or benefits or money. It says will turn his eyes away, so he can be blind to the fact of he can be blind to the fact of the truth, because money is the root of all evil. Well, money is the root of evil, roughly paraphrased. And then verse 2 it says, as a nail sticketh fast between the joinings of stone, so doth sin close between buying and selling again. So when you're trying to gain riches or anything just dealing with riches, sin is going to be in that, because money is the root of evil. You can't serve the Most High and mammon at the same time, which is wealth. Verse 3, unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, his house shall soon be overthrown. So yeah, that goes hand in hand with that verse. You can't serve the Most High and mammon, because if you're not seeking him, then your house is going to fall. So whatever you're doing is going to fail. Verse 4, as when one sifteth a sieve, the refuse remaineth, so the filth of a man is in his talk. So it says, as one sifteth a sieve. So when you sift something, you trying to get out that, like, it's a verse that says that the Most High is gonna get the good grain. So it says, so the filth of a man is in his talk. So basically, you're gonna find out what that person's about. That sift is synonymous with that, with filling the person out. Like, you filling them out. You say you meet someone and you have a couple conversations, but you haven't really got to know that person, but you're gonna fill them out through conversation, and you're gonna find out the filth or what they're about through their conversation, that person's conversation. Verse 5, the furnace proveth the potter's vessel, so the trial of a man is in his reasoning. So I'm gonna read it again. It says, the furnace proveth the potter's vessel, so the trial of a man is in his reasoning. So you're gonna find out what a person is about through reasoning. Reasoning is logic. Another word for reasoning is logic, how they think. That's how people are tested on how they think, on how they use their wisdom. So then the first part says, the furnace proveth the potter's vessels. So when you shape it, when the potter make like a vase or something, he gonna put it in that furnace to get it to the actual shape that he wants it to be in. So that's synonymous with the trial of a man and his reasoning, because you're gonna see what he's actually about when through his reasoning. And he's gonna do that if you go back up to verse 5. When he talks, you're gonna see what that man is about when he talks. Verse 6, the fruit declareth if the tree have been dressed, so is the utterance of a conceit in the heart of a man. So by somebody's fruit, the tree is synonymous with a man. You're gonna tell what they're actually about by what they produce. So by what they produce, you're gonna see if they're being conceitful. And it says the heart of a man in his mind is his mind. So you're gonna see what his mind is about by what he puts out, like his works. You're gonna see what he's about by his works. Verse 7, praise no man before thou hearest him speak, for this is the trial of men. So just like with verses 4, 5, and 6, you're gonna see what somebody is about, not by just seeing them or hearing about them. You're gonna see what they're about by what they speak in their works. Verse 8, if thou followest righteousness, thou shalt obtain her, and put her on as a glorious long robe. All right, so if you follow righteousness, you're gonna gain wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures and just life and everything in general. So if you follow righteousness, you're gonna gain all that stuff. And then it's another verse that says, "Seek the kingdom first, and everything else is going to be added." Roughly paraphrasing. So you got to seek righteousness first. Verse 9: The birds will resort unto their like, so will the truth return unto them that practice in her. So this is a good verse for life in general, because when you go in the wild, who you see? You'll see a lion. You don't see a lion hanging with a fox. They hang with people of their kind, just like with anybody else on this planet Earth. Like you go to what you're used to, who you're used to. So then you go to the second part. It says, "So the truth will return unto them that practice in her." And what's this? Most High said he was going to send the prophet Elijah, and he was going to basically return the heritage to the people, to our people. And he did this through reincarnation. So he returned back to the truth, because that was what he was in his previous lifetime, if you can receive it. Verse 10: As a lion lieth in wait for prey, so send for them that work iniquity. Verse 11: The discourse of a godly man is always with wisdom, but a fool changeth as the moon. So it's saying that, it says a godly man is always with wisdom. The saints walk in wisdom, but with fools they're gonna change like the moon. And it's a verse that says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And it kind of ties into this, because he's gonna be unstable if he's double-minded, meaning he has two things on his mind. But with the moon got like 12 phases, 10 phases, something like that. So you're gonna be very unstable. All right. Verse 12: If thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time. Be continually among men of understanding. So that goes back to verse 9. So it says, if thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time. So you gotta observe, be constantly watching, but be continually among men of understanding. So if you go back to verse 9, it says, the birds will resort unto their like, so the truth will return unto them that practice in her. So you want to be around those people that's like-minded. You always want to be around somebody, around some other brothers that that are in this truth. Because if not, you can be lured back into the world and follow in their ways, in these heathen ways. All right, verse 13: The discourse of fools is irksome, and their sport is in the wantonness of sin. So the verse is talking about fools, but it says wantonness of sin. The wantonness is basically recklessness of sin. So they sin recklessly. That's all they're looking to do. Verse 14: The talk of him that sweareth much maketh the hair stand upright, and their brows make one stop his ears. So he just stops listening. The strife of the proud is bloodshed, and their revilings are grievous to the ear. Verse 16: Whoso discovereth secrets loseth his credit, and shall never find friend to his mind. Love thy friend and be faithful unto him. And if thou bewarest his secrets, follow no more after him, because he's not going to be cool with you, man. You out here like blurting out somebody's secrets and just behind somebody's back. They're not going to fuck with you, man. So then verse 18: For as a man hath destroyed his enemy, so hast thou lost the love of thy neighbor. Yeah, so to repeat, that's messed up, man. You do somebody dirty, they're not going to want to deal with you no more. Verse 19: As one that letteth a bird go out of his hand, so hast thou let thy neighbor go, and shalt not get him again. Yeah. Verse 20: Follow after him no more, for he is too far off. He is a road escape out of the snare. As for a wound, it may be bound up, and after reviling there may be reconcilement. But he that bewareth secrets is without hope. He that winketh with the eyes worketh evil, and he that knoweth him will depart from him. So it's also another verse. It can kind of coincide with that. It talks about if the eye be single. It says he that blinks his eye. So I mean, when you focus on something, you focus on that. Not saying that you're not gonna blink, but like you're just focused on that. If you know somebody not as focused as you are, they don't walk the same path as you. You know, it said scripture say that you can't walk with somebody. You can't walk with someone if they're not agreed, like they're not on the same terms. So you're gonna separate yourself from that. Where was I at? Verse 23, when thou art present, he will speak sweetly and will admire thy words, but at thy last, he will write his mouth and slander thy saying. So he says, when you're present, he gonna speak sweetly, like y'all all cool and everything, and he's gonna admire your words. So like, yeah, bro, you talking, you know what I'm saying? That sound good. But then it says at the last, he will write his mouth and slander your saying. So he gonna use your words against you. He gonna turn on you. And then it go to verse 24. I hated many things, but nothing like him, for the Lord will hate him. He gonna hate him because that's being hypocritical, man. Here it is, you telling this brother, you're like, yeah, you speaking some truth. Then you go over here and you talking to somebody else, and you like, yeah, like that nigga tripping. So you being double tongued, being a hypocrite, man. Verse 25, whoso casteth a stone on high casteth it on his own head, and deceitful strokes shall make wounds. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth a trap shall be taken therein. So if you out here setting traps for people, man, you're gonna fall in that same trap that you set for somebody else. Verse 27, he that worketh the mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh. So if you out here working iniquities and stuff, just evil things, it's gonna fall on you, and you're not gonna know. It's gonna surprise you. Verse 28, mockery and reproach are from the proud, but vengeance as a lion shall lie in wait for them. And yeah, that vengeance right there in verse 27, verse 29 can go with verse 27, because it says if you work mischief, it shall fall on you, and he shall not know whence it came. So it say the lion is gonna lie and wait for them. So we know with a lion, they're sneaky, they're cats. So you're not gonna know when they're gonna attack. So that kind of coincides with verse 27, because it's gonna be by surprise. Verse 29, they that rejoice at the fall of the righteous shall be taken in the snare, and the anguish shall consume them before they die. So you can put that with the wicked, man. That's all they do is devise iniquity. Like see the Micah or Malachi 2:1. They devise iniquity on their beds. So that's they plan to set snares and traps for the righteous. So it says anguish shall consume them before they die. So before when they die, that's gonna be Isaiah 63:1, when Hamashiach Yahushua comes back and kills them. But it says they're gonna be in anguish before they die. Verse 30. Wrath, even these are abominations, and the sinful man shall have them both. So they're gonna be involved with both of these things. But also the sinful man, who is Esau, the wicked, is gonna have the wrath of the Most High. So hopefully that was edifying. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostle, great millstone, that told me his truth and rule well. Shalom.